Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting to the Bull in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, and as always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And Pete.
Hello.
This is our weekly show where we find some weird shit we found on the net this week and present it to you in an easy to digest, one after the other style pattern.
Woo! Hey.
Yeah, it's some weird stuff we found on the net and we're sharing it because it's funny or tragic or
Generally weird.
generally weird or maybe even heartwarming.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Though I prefer the death.
Yes. I prefer the heartwarming.
It's a bit of a grab bag, innit?
Yeah. Seagulls, we'll start with this one, could be alien spies sent to gather evidence on humanity, UFO expert claims. Right? And this is not just any so-called expert.
Nick
I've made my feelings clear on so-called, quote, experts over the course of the shows. Nick Pope, the closest thing you could arguably call a UFO expert. The man worked for the Ministry of Defence as head of their UFO office. He knows shit that's...
He's a real life Mulder.
He's a real life Fox Mulder.
He thinks pigeons are...
He thinks
UFOs.
seagulls could be an alien species sent to Earth to gather evidence on humanity.
This is on.
Why is there a
line-
picture of a pigeon then?
That's a seagull.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
This is along the lines of the birds aren't real conspiracy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess so, except instead of the CIA doing it, it's...
Yeah.
Birds aren't real.
You haven't heard about that?
No. Well, I've had a few pet birds, and I'm pretty sure they're real.
It's complicated machines, Pete.
The compliment, yeah.
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 No, not when I blew those pigeons' heads off. They weren't complicated machines. They were pure animal, fucking blood, guts, the lot.
They're
Those rabbits that I've
think of-
snared
think
and
of-
skinned were animals just like them.
Think of Terminator birds.
Terminator birds. They're a living polyalloy coated in a synthetic human tissue.
No, I've destroyed some birds, believe
No.
me.
Maybe they were fake ones.
I have.
Have you ever set fires or pissed the bed? Because that's the McDonald triad for serial killing.
Only a couple of times last week. No, in my younger years, like, you have a 2-2 rifle and you fucking shoot a bird. And
I never shot a bird. I've shot rabbits. I've never had the urge to shoot a bird.
yeah, just birds, just fucking always like around, weren't they? Rabbits were a bit harder to find. Birds, you could just find them. In your back garden and see a bird like that.
What about a nice
Yeah.
target or a bottle, mate?
Yeah,
They're boring, they don't move.
Well, you need to set up an elaborate series of strings.
I'm not saying I condone it now. I'm nearly 40 years old, and I do believe that all animals and life forms are precious, and I wouldn't do it now.
He
But
wants to ascend.
when I was 16, 17, I didn't give a fuck. But it would only be like I wouldn't get no like little sparrows or robins, or it would be like nasty, dirty pigeons, the flying rats. That's all I'd go for.
You were the scourge of the winged beasts.
I wouldn't kill birds now. It's something I did as a kid. But yeah, they definitely ain't robots.
Right.
Well-
Birds aren't real.
He claimed that besides stealing beachgoers' ice creams, they could pose as a much more sinister threat by collecting data and evidence for an advanced alien race. Nick said that aliens may be using the birds to watch over us and report back the secrets of our civilization to their mothership in space.
Mike.
I mean, do you think he's just like either A, going a bit mad,
Yes.
or B, he's like trying to one up those crazy bastards on Ancient Aliens? Because he does appear on that show occasionally. Do you think he was like, he's just trying to one up them? Well, if, you know, seagulls, they could be using something like seagulls to keep an eye on us.
But they
You
could
might
be.
find it was a flippant comment like that.
Yeah, but they could be. You don't know for certain.
Nick said...
Squirrels could be as well.
Yeah.
No.
Little ninjas.
Well, he reckons, quote him, if aliens want to hack into and control a living organism or construct a drone that's a perfect mimic, it would be best to choose something ordinary and ubiquitous like a seagull or a housefly, something you wouldn't pay much attention to perhaps, but all the time it would be spying on us, recording everything and sending information about us back to the alien homeworld.
Ants.
So next time you move to swat that fly, Watch out, you might inadvertently start an interstellar war.
Oh my word. Oh shit.
Well, that fucking wasp I killed the other day was fucking big enough to be an alien monitoring probe. The expert added that if aliens were monitoring Earth, they'd be doing it up close and personal, and seagulls would be a way for them to get crystal clear images and recordings right under our noses. They continued that, this is all quotes, this isn't just me paraphrasing, this is quoting Nick Pope. Any civilization capable of getting here from other star systems undoubtedly has technology that would seem like magic to us. And one possibility is that they might be able to implant a living creature with tiny cameras and recording devices and then control its thoughts to position it anywhere of interest.
Well, yeah, that's a possibility.
A related alternative would be to construct drones that are indistinguishable from an animal, a bird or an insect. It sounds like science fiction, but it isn't. Well, I suppose it isn't, because you can see stuff on the internet of tiny little insect-sized drones that spy agencies allegedly use. And if that's the stuff they're showing you, what else have they got?
Yeah, you know they've got them smaller.
Remember that the stealth bomber and stealth fighter were flying for years before they were public knowledge, so there we go. But are they using seagulls to spy on us?
No.
Nope.
Probably not.
Not seagulls anyway. Obviously, seagulls was just something that he mentioned. He was saying they are using them.
I think they'd be that high tech that they could just be, cloaked and watch us.
Or they'd be as small as a flea, even smaller.
Well, they'd probably just tap into our fucking CCTV if they wanted to.
Oh, that's also a valid point.
Nah.
You know
Mind
what I
you,
mean?
no sound on CCTV, is there, on a lot of it? If you want to hear your average human oh my
Well,
god.
happen to the Alexas.
Oh yeah, they just tap
Everyone's
into
got
our phones,
Alexa,
it'd be easier.
Our phones.
You know what I mean? If they've got
Does
the
it seem
technology
like-
to get here and shit, they got the technology to
Yeah.
do that
Yes,
easily.
says it's better than listening to what Fat Tracy's doing in Blackpool, eating chips and getting pissed, isn't it?
I don't know. She's all right. She's all right, Tracy.
You leave her alone.
Alright, well that sums up. What's this one then? Oh, from the Sun in the USA.
Deadly game. Teen dies after friends took turns shooting each other with body armour on as two arrested.
Well, isn't that just going to happen anyway?
Oh my fucking god.
They were shooting alright then, Pete, you were shooting a few birds back in the day. These kids have turned on each other.
Yeah.
See how good this armour is.
Christopher Leroy Broad Jr., 16, was allegedly shot and killed in a Florida residence on Sunday by his friend, 17-year-old Joshua Vining.
Florida boy.
Of course it's in Florida.
Of course it's in Florida, you're absolutely right.
Police reported Broad Jr. and Vining were taking turns shooting each other while wearing a vest containing body armour, according to local ABC affiliate WPDE-TV. Broad Jr. later died at the hospital. Colton Whitler, 17, was also there and was reportedly arrested for providing false information to police about the same incident. Whitler first falsely told dispatchers that my house just got shut up, my friend got shot in the chest.
Isn't that it's clear that his house hasn't been shot up?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they shot each other.
You do find this asking a lot. People tend to do this a lot. I've seen Russian soldiers doing this and it ended up being fatal.
Stupid, innit?
Yeah. So, yeah, you just need to bulletproof vest, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to piss at each other. So,
It
I
reduces
saw it on
your
Family
chance.
Guy, but I wouldn't try and reenact it.
yeah, that's it.
Reduces your chances of a fatal shooting, but it doesn't stop it altogether, does it?
No.
No, and then you've got your concussive impact as well, which is pretty nasty. You also remember they've got to hit the plate,
Yeah.
so that's dead centre of the chest if they're using an older body armour. And have ceramic plates in it. So they'll be front and back. So dead centre over the chest, covering the heart and the lungs.
Silly, silly, silly boys.
Yeah. Yeah, about it a lot, though. It's not something, they get this stuff that, in the place where guns and ammunition are readily available, people get bored.
Yeah.
What can I do? I find my gun. You got a bulletproof vest, let's see how that works.
Yeah.
Not just hang it on a fucking tree like any sane person would want to try it. Eh?
There's no fun in that,
No
is there?
fun in that, no.
Oh well.
Wasted life, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Darwin Award worthy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 2 women impregnated by trans inmates serving life for double killing.
How the fuck did he manage that? Before he went into prison, I imagine.
No.
Isn't it?
No.
The identity.
Oh, 2 female prisoners.
2 female prisoners have been.
I got you.
So the identity of a transgender inmate responsible for impregnating 2 female male prisoners at Edna Mahan Correctional Facility is now public, and one of the mothers is likely will never be able to raise a child. Jesus.
Tragic.
I know, yeah.
Mind you, she is pretty nasty.
Who's pretty nasty?
The one who would want to raise her kid.
Yeah, so a letter from a prisoner at Edna Manhan Correctional Facility identifies 2 pregnancies, and the trans inmate who impregnated both of them the letter went to the New Jersey 101. Is that like a radio or?
Must be.
101.5, New Jersey,
Yeah.
New Jersey, New Jersey.
All 3 are at a state women's only prison. Their relationships were consensual, even though sexual contact is not allowed.
So obviously he had a cock. So what was he doing in there?
Well, he's identifying as a female.
Yeah, but it's a women's only prison.
That's
This
the way it is, isn't it?
This
It's
is where things like this are stupid.
we don't know, unless it's on how far he is down the transitional route. I mean, if he's just identifying, then surely that shouldn't really be enough, should it? I don't know. I mean, what if he's... The fact is, like, I want to be some of that hot prison pussy. Some hot prison tang.
He's
Clearly
got
that's
to
what he's
identify
doing.
before he's gone in, because they're not just going to put a man in a woman's
Oh, yeah,
prison,
yeah.
and then they're going to go,
Yeah,
I think
true.
I'll be a woman.
So it can't have been some convoluted plan just to not to get bummed in prison.
Potentially. So one of the pregnant women named in the letter has no release date, and she's only eligible for parole in 2104.
Wow.
Damn. She's convicted of murder and a felony murder, a double killing of a Hudson County couple. They were killed in a carjacking, and the other pregnant woman was 20 years old and set for release in 2027, so not too far away. But
No.
the transgender woman at the centre of the controversy has been publicly identified as Demi Minor. Is that the main thing?
Yeah.
Minor.
Minor?
Yeah.
Minor, whatever.
It would be Minor.
She spoke to
NewJersey.com.
NewJersey.com through a volunteer prison advocate, an app called JPay.
Jail pay, probably.
Think?
I've no idea. It's probably some app prisoners use to talk to people on the outside, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Minor is set for release in 2037 and is not eligible for parole, according to the State Department of Corrections.
So she's not going to be a very good daddy then.
Or mummy.
What do they do if, do they still go forward with
I guess
treatment if you're in...
it's consensual, I guess, in Texas now. I don't know, but this is New Jersey, isn't it? So I guess there's the abortion option if it doesn't go too far, or the kids will just be put into care and fostered and adopted. I guess if their mom's in jail, I guess that's the way it works.
Oh, so Minor told NJ.com that she's undergoing hormone therapy, and she's also reportedly requested to have her testes removed.
Bit late for that.
I know, yeah.
But she still likes having sex with women.
I'd say that.
She got 2 women pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
She obviously still likes having sex with women.
She might see herself as a lesbian.
The penis.
Mm. Yeah, the penis thing is, well, it's still got it. There's no other way to do it, is there?
That's why I said Minor, because...
Well, there is other ways to do it. You know what I mean? If you've still got a penis and you want sexual gratification, then you're going to use it.
I guess.
Well, some of the guards have labelled her a predator.
Mm.
Well, let's see how many more she gets pregnant.
How many
Madness.
guards she gets pregnant.
Well, shouldn't she have her own sort of, set on her own, no?
Well, that's... Yeah, but then you're isolating her, aren't you?
Still mix on, your association
Hold on,
time.
right.
Surely
What's your stance on these transgender athletes, right?
I know where you're going.
I know, because I'm still kind of with I'm sorry, she should be in a men's prison.
She should be in a men's prison.
if she's
until
still got the dong, Stick with the men's.
Yeah, that's.
And
pretty
when
much
that's
it.
done, when she has the testes off,
When you are
off
a
you trot
woman,
back to the woman's, and that makes sense, I guess. The trans athlete thing, I don't really agree with, but it depends on the sport. I mean, I know there's a trans athlete in MMA who is like used to be in the US Army and is built like a brick shithouse for a woman, and she's cracked women's skulls before in the ring because she's bigger, stronger.
she's a man.
She used to be a man, so she therefore has more testosterone. She's taller, bigger. All right, yes, it's been reduced, but it was still a lot. She's still more of it there than has ever been in her opponent's body.
Yeah.
So, in that scenario, no, because she's doing serious injury to these women that they wouldn't usually receive in a fight like that.
So that goes again to say.
But at the same time, if the woman wants to fight you, then what's the problem?
But that kind of goes along with what I'm thinking, that she should be in a men's prison.
Yeah, until she's
If she's still got the dong,
anatomically.
yeah, I guess so. If it was the other way round and she was fully transitioned,
maybe
then not in the men's prison because she's going to get brutally raped within about 30 seconds.
They need to do a transgender prison.
No, they're just going to stick them in whatever they identify as, I guess. It's the easiest way to do it.
But if they still got a dong, they're still.
But they're not meant to be.
Clinically a man.
Remember, they're not meant to be having sex anyway, so you've also got to look at the security and the observation of the inmates here, haven't you? Because she shouldn't be having sex with two women and getting them pregnant because they shouldn't be having sex. Whether it's consensual or not, they shouldn't.
Probably the same in the men's prison.
But
Well,
it's not
yeah,
getting
except it's
pregnant,
usually a bit more unwilling in that scenario.
and they can't
in
get
some
pregnant,
cases.
luckily. Luckily, they can't get pregnant in the men's prison.
I guess that's the issue here. If this headline is meant to cause sort of a debate, like it has done, but there's probably a lot more. Well, there's always going to be fucking going on in prison. Whether you're a men's prison or a female's prison, there's always going to be fucking going on. It just so happens that this female inmate still has her intact working male genitalia. And if it's there, you're going to use it, aren't you?
Well,
Regardless of whether you
She's not
identify
very
as a
pretty.
female or not, you're going to use what you've got to give yourself pleasure, aren't you?
She's not very pretty, is she? To be fair, she does just look like a man, 100%.
Well, they're undergoing hormone therapy, so... Or maybe she was...
Probably got a fine set of titties.
Maybe she was targeted by these women who either A, thought that getting pregnant might be a way to get a reduced sentence,
Could be.
yeah.
or
perhaps.
B, give them something on the outside, maybe, or maybe they just wanted a dick.
Yeah.
And
without
yeah.
contraception.
There's no contraception in a prison, is there?
Maybe they fell in love.
Maybe they did. Maybe it was a love. Maybe it was a throuple.
Maybe.
See, contraception would be freely available in a male prison, but it wouldn't be in a female prison, because what need would it be in a female?
Oh, that's a valid point.
But you would
Would you
find
get in a male prison?
I reckon
though?
so, because they know it happens. So rather you get fucking got AIDS and shit.
I suppose once you get someone in with a VD, an STD who is going to start fucking, then you've got an issue, haven't you?
Yeah. So you'd find, I'd imagine there will be a readily supplied.
Did they slip it into the cells or something? Because you wouldn't know.
You'll
I'm
probably-
going to need a condom, please, boss.
You'd probably find there'll be like a place you can just go and grab some condoms from without any questions asked, and a bit
I don't
like,
know, is it? I have no
I don't
idea.
A bit like the
I
sex
don't know.
health clinic, you can just go there and
Maybe
have
there
a bag
is-
of condoms, can't you? if
Maybe
you
there
want?
is something. It would be to prevent the stuff of STD, but then again, they're not supposed to be having sex, are they? So maybe it's like, well, you're not supposed to be doing it, so take the consequences.
If you get AIDS, it's your own fault.
It's a possibility. Maybe that's the way of thinking. Because you're not supposed to be doing it, are you?
Yeah. We move on then.
See,
Yeah.
I'd say I'd research it, but I really don't want to research that. Are condoms available in prison?
No. Oh, what's this then? Man's girlfriend chatted up by ghost who texts her after trip to haunting hotspot. A 40-year-old man from Teesside has been carrying out his own research after his girlfriend received the cryptic texts following a spooky trip to York, a city known for its ghostly happenings. Or she just met a guy there. Oh, there's a ghost on this. Ghost sexting me. Can you
Yeah.
believe that? A man said his girlfriend has been contacted by a ghost after the pair paid a spooky visit to a haunting hotspot. The 40-year-old man, who wishes to remain anonymous because he clearly doesn't get off on being a cook, said that he visited an area near York with his partner, and afterwards she got a spooky text. As Teesside Live reports, the messages came from the man's phone, so he's just lying then, and he could think of no other explanation as to how that happened other than the haunting. Oh, he got pissed and forgot he sent them. I love you.
Or she texted it and she's just fucking with his head.
Yeah, probably. The first text asked the woman to call back later, and the second bizarrely contained a cryptic message that the man later deciphered. Wow.
Because he wrote it.
We are in 4N2Z4MB. In other words, then, this is an invitation to a swingers party, isn't it? Or a gangbang. Or a wife-swapping thing. This is the room we're in. We're in the IMB, which could be at the hotel name.
That's where we're invited.
Oh yeah, we are invited.
4 naughty 2. I don't know.
Could be 24N, the room at the hotel.
I think you're reading into that a bit, lads.
Something 4 nuns bareback.
The man said when we were in York, I took a photo of the corridor in a pub leading the toilets because I thought it looked creepy. There's nothing of it. Then I sent it to my girlfriend so she could see it. At 1:48 the next morning, we both received a text from my phone saying, "Can you call back later?" I hadn't sent this text, obviously, because I was asleep. So we were both really confused as to where it came from. I think it may have been from the haunted pub we visited earlier today. So we are in the INV 4N2Z4MB. He googled those numbers and he came up with an equation created by German scientist Armand Huckel.
The fuck?
The Huckel formula, using 4N plus 2, is a calculator of molecular orbits on electron systems.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I don't know if that has anything to do with this. Well, I can tell you that maybe he was drunk texting and fell asleep and didn't send it, or send it to the wrong thing.
Hey, but how did you come up with a Huckel formula?
Well, he googled the numbers and he came up with the equation.
Oh, well, he's pissed.
No.
Or he was just
probably just trying to type something.
And just happened to be the Huckel formula.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bit looser. It's 4N plus 2. He's got, we are IMV 4N2Z4MB.
Yeah.
It's oddly, it's got a couple of similar numbers and that's it.
I still think it's 4 nuns bareback.
It could be that. Could have been his subconscious texting his girlfriend.
What a bollocks. What the fuck is this story?
Ghosts are sending texts now. That's what it is.
Oh, it's probably just a fault in the fucking system.
It's a Roman soldier in York, or a Viking. He's like trying to work out a fucking iPhone. Trying to text someone. He's fucked it up, hasn't he?
He's accidentally stumbled across the Huckel formula.
By coincidence, it happens to be the Huckel formula.
Nah, I'm not buying it.
Smells like bullshit.
A load of crap.
Well, the man is clearly very suggestible when it comes to ghosts, isn't he? So anything unexplained is like, ghost, must be a ghost. Or my wife's cheating on me. Who knows?
Okay, moving on. Ecology professor theorises the Loch Ness monster may just be whale penis.
What, just floating around?
It must be.
Wouldn't it decay?
If they're saying that
Thing
picture,
was alive, obviously.
if they're basing it on that picture was debunked as a fucking toy anyway.
It was, yeah, that's the professor's photo. I think is it the professor's photo or something like that? Either way, that one is a fake, the one they're using in the article.
It's a famous one, isn't it?
Yeah, the famous one with the neck sticking out of the water.
Michael Sweet, who is a professor in molecular ecology at the University of Derby, recently suggested on Twitter that Nessie is not a monster but just a whale penis.
I have to explain that spit there for Mike. Mike is a Nottingham Forest fan. Derby are their rivals. You cannot say... No one can say Derby without Mike spitting.
Sweet said that many of the sea monster stories reported by the explorers were inspired by what they told, tentacles and foreign appendages protruding from the water. But while many observers would have assumed that the appendages breaking the ocean's surface may be part of something more sinister lurking beneath, Sweet said in many cases it was just whale dicks.
Wouldn't it be nice though to be a whale and just flop onto the surface and just get your dick out above the waves and give it a wave?
We've got pictures of whales doing exactly that.
Yeah.
If you want to have a look.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Just as a whale, just flopping your dick out above the surface and giving it a wave about, and then just rolling back over.
I kind of do that when I'm in the bath, to be fair.
Oh, there you go.
You can see how that does look a bit like the neck of Nessie, doesn't it?
When I'm in the swimming pool too, I normally go.
Is that why you're not allowed in the swim bath anymore?
Yeah.
How's the whale got to the loch? That's what I'm questioning.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's the whale doing in Loch Ness?
I'm sure they won't like the salinity of the loch.
And then, yeah, because even if there's going to be a school of whales in the loch, which I'm pretty sure would have been seen. But what he's saying about, like back in the day when people are on sailing ships and they see this pink whale dick that looks like a tentacle emerging, and they say like, "Oh my god, it's a kraken!" Well, it's not. It's just a whale dick. I can see that. But now it's going to suck the fun out of the whole sea monster thing, hasn't it?
But
it's just whale dicks.
Did people not have eyes in the old days then? Because surely they'd have just seen the whale underneath it rolling around, and then
not in the dark.
How would they see the whale dick then?
They'd hear the splashing, so when they get a lantern.
Yeah, I don't know.
A pink tentacle flapping about it. I don't know. Maybe they just thought that was the body of the beast underneath it. Who can say? Whale dicks are pretty big. Depends how clear the water is.
I don't think I'd think it was a kraken though.
The tentacle of a kraken. That's what they're saying there.
He's got to suck the fun out of krakens though, hasn't he? You know, now it's just unleashed the whale dick. It hasn't got the same ring.
Unleash the whale dick.
Oh well.
Nice little happy one to finish off. The Ukrainian service dog who found 150 explosives during war is a very good boy.
He is indeed.
And he's gorgeous as well. Little Jack Russell.
Oh.
Little brown and white Jack Russell, a little bit like Fraser's dad's Jack Russell.
Eddie,
yeah. A bit like Eddie.
He's even got a little tactical vest on as well. Little body armour vest on.
And it says NatPo on it. Well, I don't know what that means.
It's Patron in Ukrainian, that's his name, Patron.
Okay.
Which means something else. You'll get to it.
So meet Patron, a very brave boy who is tirelessly working to save lives in war-torn Ukraine. Video footage shows the Jack Russell Terrier enthusiastically searching woodlands in search of landmines and other explosives. The 2-year-old service dog is given fresh cheese at the end of the day, which makes it all worthwhile to him.
Oh, dogs love cheese.
Patron, whose name means bullet in Ukrainian, has done such a good job that his country foreign minister gave him a special thank you on social media. In a tweet featuring a photo of the dog, the department said Patron is a service dog in Chernihiv, something like that anyway. He was discovered 150 explosive devices in Ukraine since full-scale Russian invasion began. Patron works closely with deminers to make Ukraine cities safe again. Thank you so much for your service, the ministry wrote in a tweet with a photo of Patron. Ah, bless him. Yeah, and they said he's a good boy.
He is, he's the goodest boy at the moment. He's doing a very good job. I hope he survives. He's found 150. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, man. He's a cute little thing.
Yeah, we just watched a video, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't think he looked very keen. He looked like he was half-hearted.
His tail was wagging. He was happy.
He's getting cheese.
He was looking to know that he'd get paid in cheese later.
Yeah.
How simple life would be, just to be paid in cheese.
Yeah.
And not realise that you're risking your life.
That's true, that's another thing, he has no concept.
But like you said, he's too small to set up the mines.
He is too small to set up the mines, yeah. They require a certain pressure, and the Jack Russell probably doesn't protect. He wouldn't set up an anti-stamp mine if he put all 4 paws on it. So yeah, but he's doing a very good job.
Aww.
There you go. Happy news.
Yeah.
A kid won't step on the landmine because bullets found it.
Yep.
And on that note, I'm going to say, I've been Ben, thanks for listening, and watch out for seagulls.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
My friend Claire, don't impregnate your inmate.
And I've been Pete. Salute to Patron, aka Bullet.
Oh,